Today is October 18th, and as usual, I'll take a look at the new items on Halo Infinite Store and determining whether or not they're worth your money. So how's it going, Magpies? I'm Magpie Leon, and let's jump straight in. Obviously, before we cover what's on the shop, we need to talk about this week's ultimate reward. This week, players can earn themselves the That One Spartan pose, which is the one that was supposed to come with Firefall originally. Before that was of course broken up into a bunch of individual items scattered across a variety of ways of unlocking. This is the final item from the Firefall set, I believe. It's finally in the game, and it's this week's ultimate reward. It's a cool stance, but I don't think I'll be grinding for this one simply because I'm not as bothered about the stances. I have one that I'm pretty happy with, so I don't really feel the need to grind for any more. Anyway, moving over to the shop, it's a pretty garbage week. Mostly because it's all Eagle Strike stuff, even though I am 90% sure Eagle Strike, the event, does not return today. So I don't understand why the entire shop is themed around it. This isn't even the first time we've had Fracture stuff that isn't on during a Fracture week, and honestly I think the Fracture stuff is less interesting as a whole anyway when it comes to the shop stuff, especially when we get Fracture items not on a Fracture week. Anyway, as usual, there's 2 new bundles and 2 repeats. We'll cover the repeats first, starting with the PRAETORIAN ZEPHYR bundle. This gives you the PRAETORIAN ZEPHYR coating for all 8 UNSC weapons, which means you get it for the Hydra, the Sniper, the Bulldog, the Spanker, the Commando, the Battle Rifle, the Assault Rifle, and the Sidekick. To be fair, this is a very nice coating, this grey and gold one, I really like it. And for 800 credits, it's not terrible. That basically works out as 100 credits per weapon coating. But we have seen some that have been much better in terms of value, like there was Atomic Flint, which gave you a coating for all 8 weapons, and it only cost 300. We also had Strong Iris, which yes, the coatings for those 2 were less interesting, but Strong Iris, again, same amount of coatings, but for half the price. But like I said, this isn't the worst option, so if you do want some weapon coatings to expand your library, then this isn't a bad option. The other returning bundle this week is the Sky Marshal bundle. This is the one that gives you the Sky Marshal helmet, the one based off the Rocketeer, the Cosmocom attachment for that helmet, and the Night Witch legendary armor coating. For 900 credits, this isn't worth it. You get 1 helmet, an attachment, and a coating. It's almost the same price as most armor sets. This is way overpriced. For comparison, the Locust armor set literally only costs 200 credits more, and that gives you a coating, it gives you shoulder pads. It's a full armor set, and it only costs 200 credits more. Anyway, moving over to the new stuff, only one of these is a bundle, the other one is an individual item. The individual item is the Trench knife chest piece. It's another knife chest piece, it costs 200 credits. This is decent, it's kind of cool, I could see this being relatively popular since it is cheap. Honestly though, I feel like this should have just been a free option. It is only 200, I'm not complaining about it, but I do feel like this is something that would have been better as a free option. Maybe as like a default chest piece, you could choose to have it with or without. I feel like that should be the case for every armor core, but alas, it's here in the shop and it's only 200. And then the final new thing this week is the Outback Storm bundle. This costs 400 credits and it gives you the Outback Storm coating for the Eagle Strike core. It's this very basic cream and orange coloured one. We've had one similar that I think came with Soldier. The thing that makes this one a little bit more unique is the sort of orange and white stripe pattern that it has on here, but that's barely noticeable on the armor. It's much more noticeable on the Assault Rifle, which you also get the coating for, but I'm honestly just not a fan of this one. 400 does feel like it's pushing it just a little bit as well, considering you only get 1 coating essentially, and you only get it for 2 items. If you got it for a couple more weapons, fair enough. Like if this came for the Battle Rifle and Sidekick as well, that would be much better, but for only these 2, I think that's kind of overpriced, and that tends to be the case with a lot of the event stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty garbage week of the shop. I'm definitely not picking up anything this week, but let me know down in the comments if you're after any of these items. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.